I shoot my son, he's only 10 years old.
Still reeling from the pain of losing her daughter 6 years ago, Denise McPherson is now mourning the loss of yet another one of her children. With her arms folded as though in defiance of the harsh blows life seems to continuously throw at her, and with tears streaming down her face, McPherson's mood was one of intense grief and anguish when Nightly News visited the family's Seafield Sophia home on Friday. The devastated mother recounted that back in April 2015, her daughter, 18-year-old Elisa McPherson, was stabbed 41 times about her body by her boyfriend. She later died. Now, after losing her only son, Anthony Court, less than a decade later, the intense pain, hurt, loss, grief, and sorrow that Denise is enduring, she says she would never want another mother to experience. Recalling the life-changing events that led up to her losing her baby boy on Thursday afternoon, the woman said that around 1 o'clock her son had accompanied her to her best friend, Monette Fami's home to celebrate Fami's birthday. Shortly after, armed bandits pounced upon the women.
2 bandits running upon us. Hopefully I take out the money I had and two chain, the scramble off the chain, had my phone in my pocket, and then they say, y'all don't move before I blow off y'all head, and y'all walk, let's go upstairs.
Moments after, her 10-year-old son, Anthony, was shot dead after he pulled the curtains of the bedroom to peek outside, questioning what her innocent baby and only son did to deserve being gunned down in such a cold-blooded manner. The heartbroken woman demanded justice for her child.
The first girl died, and the boy died, and 3 girls I live with now. So I need justice for my son. He's only 10 years old. How you could shoot an innocent child? What the child did to you?
According to McPherson, her son had dreams to one day become a doctor. Meanwhile, for businesswoman Monette Fami, it is a birthday anniversary she shudders to remember. Instead of celebrating her 44th birthday in grand style, the woman who operates a corner shop in Seafield Sophia endured the trauma of having her home invaded by gun-toting bandits, was robbed of her valuables, and witnessed her young neighbor being killed. Requesting visual anonymity, Fami described the horrific moments leading up to the passing of little Anthony as a scene of a crime right out of a horror movie.
My son and Anthony was upstairs in his room playing on his computer, playing game. My son just come out the room and go in the veranda and leave Anthony in the room. So when we come up now, Anthony hear the door open. By the time I reach down there, because he tell me don't look back, he had a gun to my head. Because he said if I turn back, he can blow my head. So I continue walking. When I reach down, I hear pie.
Struggling to make sense of the situation, Fami opined that the bandit may have mistaken the 10-year-old for an older man.
Anthony had more size than they. They're few, right? So there's my suggestion. I feel that they must say, well, it's a man that coming to confront them, because the child just pulled the blind.
Just 6 months ago, the woman laid her husband to rest. She described the events as, I quote, old house upon old house, end of quote, as she withheld tears. According to police, 2 males wearing face masks and armed with handguns invaded Fami's property. The bandits held the victims at gunpoint and relieved them of 2 cell phones, 2 gold bands, 2 gold finger rings, 1 gold chain, and cash valued at $460,000. Police say that the suspects then ordered the said victims to the upper flat of the house, during which Anthony was shot in his left upper shoulder. 2 persons, a man and his girlfriend, were arrested on Friday in connection with the shooting death of Court. Extending condolences to the family, Minister of Human Services Dr. Vindya Prasad and Leader of the Opposition Joseph Harman visited the home of the late 10-year-old on Friday and offered words of sympathy. For the HGP Nightly News, I'm Amel Griffith.